Morning all. How you doing? Welcome back. We're back in the Aerosoft A340 today. Grumpy talked me into it. I was talking to him and we are talking about the update and I was like, you know what, we need to fly that again. So today we're doing it. We're going down to Parma from Frankfurt and I'm just waiting for something to go wrong because A, it's Thursday and B, we haven't flown this plane in a while. And while it was all fine last time, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'm waiting for something to go wrong. Now, my wing flex gear allegedly is now supported by the 346, so we'll check that out today. As for all the wing control stuff, other than the throttles, I don't know if we're going to get anything much out of that. I don't think. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the land lies, to be honest, so we'll find out together, one way or another. Anyway, cheers, good morning. I've also got to remember how to start the plane. Because even though it's very, very similar, it can also be very, very different in its own little way. Right, what's going on up top? It's about 3 batteries on this, isn't there? So battery 1, battery 2, APU battery, external alpha, external bravo, and then there's about 6 million fuel pumps. That's fine. We'll get the navs on 1, 2, 3, and nav into position 1. Nav and logo. Arm the emergency lights. No smoking. Crew supply on, and where's the recorder? There it is. Just being reminded how terrible this cockpit looks, actually. Having not seen it in a while. It ain't good, is it? Yeah, the throttles work right, and I was just thinking more about everything else, to be honest. God, it looks bloody awful, doesn't it? Never mind. We'll figure that out. So we got Frankfurt Tower on, which will be fun. I wasn't expecting to get a lot of ATC this time of day, so that's cool. Not overly familiar with Frankfurt, so we'll see how we go. There is an ATIS online, and yeah, so Tower, we've been online half an hour. Runway 07 Charlie and 018 for departures, so that is to say all the way down here it's either going to be 7 Charlie or 18. My flight plan says 7 Charlie, so we'll see what the controller wants to do there. What else do we need to know? Aircraft departing runway 18, expect possible departure from intersection Mike. 1454 meters, if unable, advise tower. Fair enough. Well, if I get 07 Charlie, it won't be a concern. It's possible they might say go 18 anyway. So yeah, we'll figure that out. Transition level 60, and then from 07 Charlie, expect intersection Lima 17. 3312 meters if unable advice. That's fine. QNH 1029. Hey, this seems to be working, although there is acceleration going on there, maybe? Not sure about that. Good. Well, I think probably the best thing we should do is get our clearance down to Parma ASAP. Again, not loving the angle of this MCDU. I'm sure the camera angle's off on this thing. Wrong button. I want ATSU, don't I? ATSU, AOC. Do I need to do EFB stuff first? Totally forgotten. What am I doing? Simbrief OFP? OFP load? Is that what I do? Download OFP? Hey, there we go. Frankfurt to Parma. Set payload and fuel to Simbrief. Okay. I already have forgotten what I'm doing here. Flight init. ATSU menu. AOC. Is that done? Not allowed. Init. Oh, it's in there. So the init page is in. There we go. Let's look down on it a bit more. That's a better view, isn't it? It feels like we're looking at it at too much of a shallow view. Yeah, I think the default view is wrong as well, to be honest. It feels like we're sort of down here, like way too scooped down. We need to be up a bit higher. Might need to adjust that in the camera config file. Right, Lufthansa 232, that's all in. That's good. Can we get wind? Wind request? Twitch is eerily quiet this morning. Where are we going? We're going to Palma from Frankfurt. Wind data uplink. Good. Nav discrepancy. Oh, they're not synced, are they? That's why. That's a livery by livery thing, isn't it? Because of course we were in the not the Air Not livery. We were in the Virgin livery last time, and we got them synced. We might need to do that again. Good. There's the wind. So am I fueled? 23,620 kilos on board. And what's it saying we're going to take? 23,622. So it's actually loaded us then. So are we loaded? As far as the plane is concerned? I think we are, aren't we? Gross weight 244400. Estimated takeoff weight. Probably that, isn't it? Weird. How you doing, mate? Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's tune tower. It's all well and good sat here like this, but we need to know where we're taking off from, ideally. And until we know that, have I been getting any WASM crashes with the A340? Not this one. Indie Builds, I had a couple. Early days. Right, I need to make some notes. Where's my pen gone? I lost my pen. Hang on. I have no pen. I found a box of pens. Why not use the MCDU I have in real life? Because we're not in the Phoenix, we're in the A340 and it don't work. I finally bought a box of pens. I know I put them somewhere. That Peter Kay sketch. Gonna buy a bloody box of pens. Right. Lufthansa 232 is the call sign. DLH 232. We're expecting 07 Charlie on the Aneki 3 Delta. And it's looking like, well, at the moment, it's looking like 2-4 left into Palma. But we will review as we go. Joseph, how you doing? Yeah, these textures are just gorgeous, aren't they? Alright, let's tune tower and say hello. Because 118780. 118780. I feel like there's a weird acceleration going on with these dials, and I don't like it.
Frankfurt Tower, good morning. Clear to Palma via Aneki to Lima departure. Flight planned route, climb by sit altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Well, it's Palma via the Aneki to Lima departure, climb via the SID 4000, squawk 1000 for NR32 Juliet.
NR32 Juliet, feedback correct. Lufthansa 1503, line up runway 18.
Line up runway 18, Lufthansa 153.
What information have I got on board? Bravo.
Lufthansa 9 Papa Yankee, radar contact, nothing further, monitor advisory, ciao.
Advisory, ciao, Lufthansa 9 Papa Yankee.
So I'm stand Alpha 58, aren't I?
Lufthansa 404, quick taxi.
Lufthansa 404, taxi to holding point runway 07 center via November 8, Lima 17.
Taxi to holding point 07 center via November 8, Lima 17, Lufthansa 404.
Morning, Tim.
Lufthansa 1503, wind 070 degrees.
Nice to be in Frankfurt.
Runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on runway 18, Lufthansa 153.
Right, let's say hello. Tower, good morning. Lufthansa 232, stand Alpha 58 with information Bravo on board. Aircraft type A340-600 with IFR to Palma.
Lufthansa 232, Frankfurt Tower, good morning. Clear to Palma via Aneki to Lima departure. Flight planned route, climb via SID, altitude 4000 feet, squawk 1000.
Lit Palma on the Aneki to Lima departure, climb via SID 4000 and squawk 1000, Lufthansa 232.
Lufthansa 232, feedback's correct.
Okay, that's interesting. So I've got Aneki 3 Delta in my plan, but I've just been told Aneki 2 Lima, which I'm wondering if that means I have a runway change that was not explicitly stated. So if I change to runway 18, am I going to get 2 Lima? Yeah. Tower, Lufthansa 232, just confirming, are we expecting runway 18?
Excellent.
Roger, thanks, Lufthansa 232. Yeah, just checking.
Lufthansa 1503, radar contact, nothing further, monitor advisory, ciao.
Got to ask for 07 Charlie if you want it. You got 1002, yeah. Everyone's going to get 1,000 noms. Everyone will get 1,000 because they've got the technology to uniquely identify aircraft in other ways than squawk. All right, runway 18 it is. Looks like we've got a tailwind as well, about 8 knots. That's unusual. Okay. Let's have a little look. Let's brighten this one up. Oh, I got hiccups. Flight plan. Frankfurt. Departing. 18. Aneki 2 Lima. Now, Palma, we're thinking 2-4, or at least...
Lufthansa 4, Alpha Foxtrot, we are ready for taxi. We are able for intersection Lima 14.
Lufthansa 4, Alpha Foxtrot, thank you, taxi.
So we'll pop it in.
Runway 07 center by November 7, Lima.
ILS Zulu, 24 left
November
on
7,
the
Lima,
Lunic.
Lima 14, Lufthansa 4, Alpha Foxtrot.
On the Lunic 3 Papa. And we're going to go via CDP. Spot on. Now, secondary flight plan, EDDF / EDDF. Back to secondary flight plan.
Tower Air 3, flight up a heavy...
Departing 18.
Ready, push and start.
Aneki to Lima. Insert. Now, what's the arrival runway?
Area 3, safe west.
Area 3, face west.
Expect dependent parallel runways. Okay, 07 left we'll go for. Just whack that in. My local knowledge here at Frankfurt is not the greatest. Are the papers to make it more realistic? What do you mean the papers?
Lufthansa 404, wind 0708, 14 left.
You mean the notepad?
Cleared for takeoff.
It's just so I can write stuff down that ATC tells me. So, init page B seems to be populated. Passenger numbers, cost index, that's all happened. That's kind of good. I am loaded, aren't I? Because I did the set payload and fuel to sim brief. So I think that's done. Weight and balance.
And up 32 Juliet and Alpha 69 ready for push and start.
Why has it got 0? Yeah, no cargo. Fuel on board. Fly those.
Pushback and start approved facing west.
Yeah, I think those are already
And up
done.
32 Juliet.
Okay. That's cool. Takeoff performance then. 1-8. Intersection. What intersection did they say? Expect intersection Mike. Intersection. How many meters was it? Intersection Mike. 3454. 3, 4, 5, 4. Why did you not take that? 3, 4. Ah! 3, 4, 5, 4. Enter. Why wouldn't it let me put in the intersection? What am I doing wrong? Three, 4, 5, 4. Guys, what we're doing wrong?
Lufthansa 404, radar contact, nothing further, monitor advisory.
Intersect takeoff. M, presumably meters. 3, 4, 5, 4. Enter.
Lufthansa 4 Alpha Foxtrot, wind 0708,
I don't know.
runway 07.
What am I doing?
Takeoff.
I don't want a full length takeoff. How do I tell it not to do full length? Try without the 0. So delete the 0. 3, 4, 5, 4. It doesn't work, it's a bug. Ah, what? So we'll just toga our way out of it then, shall we? Okay, that's annoying. Is that genuinely a bug that people know about, is it? I think you have to put in the meters you subtract from the full length. Really?
Lufthansa 4 Alpha Foxtrot, radar contact, nothing further, monitor advisory.
Advisory Lufthansa 4 Alpha Foxtrot. Good, thanks. Bye-bye.
So what is the full length? 4,000 meters, and we're doing 3, 4, 5, 4.
Push and stop.
So that's going to be 546. Try that. Yeah, look, that's better. can see it started from down there. Okay. That's good then. Nice. Thanks for that. What would I do without you guys? So my V1 speed is... I'm going to write all this down on my notepad, actually. $156.
And A340 Juliet, ready for taxi.
And then 163 V2.
And A320 Juliet, taxi holding point 18 by November 8 November.
And then we'll do up. 2.7.
Runway 18, holding point 18 via...
do flaps
November
1 plus
8,
F.
November. And A320
Flax
Juliet.
temp is 71 degrees. Okay. 156. Am I doing the right thing by taking the higher V1 from that EFB? I think I am. Transition was 6,000 here, wasn't it?
Heavy is ready for taxi now.
God, you're all leaving without me.
And A35 Papa, taxi holding point runway 18 via November 8 November.
Yeah, transition level 6.
18 for
0.
runway 18 via November 8 in November for Air 35 Papa. And at 56 Tango wind clear of the company, I was A340.
In fact, I can do uplink, can't I?
Currently at split of November 7 and November 8. Startup and pushback approved, area 3, safe west.
What company traffic has the way pushback and start facing west? March 6 go ahead.
Intersection Mike means you line up normally on 18 via November and then taxi forward to Mike. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Insert uplink. Don't want that, that's no good. How do I get the Noms! Legend! Thank you, mate. Flex takeoff. Sorry, Noms, I'm struggling here. I will pay you more attention in a minute. I'll pay you all more attention in a minute. Thank you for becoming a member. 8 months. Bloody hell. So the numbers are different again. I've got 158 in here. And the EFB said 156. But I think it's within safe limits. Oh boy. Right, okay, let's why did I agree to come in this plane today? Why didn't I just have a nice, safe, easy day in the Phoenix? Right. Let's just turn on all this stuff, because then it's done, isn't it? Bum, 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 bum. APU. 1, 2, 3. Of course, we've still got the ugly business of pushback. Yeah, that could all go completely pear-shaped on us, couldn't it? Yeah, Joseph just said it. Should we start taking bets on whether GSX plays ball? So I've still got a GSX profile installed for this plane. I don't know whether I still need it, owing to all the updates they've done. Now my coffee's going cold. That is very disappointing. You can do it on SimBrief too, yeah. Do you notice anything different today, by the way? In the cockpit. What's my SID? What's my SID? Piss off, Noms. You haven't sent 10 memberships. You madman. Absolute madman. Noms. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, mate. Everyone, if you got a membership from Noms, make sure you say thanks to Noms. Noms. Thank you, thank you. Stroof.
And And 32 Juliet, confirm you want
Goodness
to wait
me.
for your company traffic. I can try to put you as close as I can together.
Yeah, confirmed. We are moving together. Yeah, 3 to G.
That thing's going to be dinging for ages now, isn't it? What have you done, Noms? Noms, thank you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you very much. Noms isn't sorry at all. Ah, okay.
Tower Air 56 Tango Heavy.
Still going.
Taxi.
And 56 Tango, taxi to all important.
Oh Christ! Now Philip's starting as well.
Lima 17.
I never thought I'd say this. Stop gifting memberships.
Holding point 07.
Oh my God, guys! Thank you so much.
Lima 17 for 56 Tango.
It's not big and it's not clever. Bloody rascals. I think I'm good to go, you know. I think I'm nearly ready to push. I think. Right, beacon light on. Thank you, Philip. Oh, boy. What? Oh. What is going on? Oh, man. Saint, thanks for the follow. Select position at EDDF. Says my heavy gate is too small. I don't believe that for a minute. Request follow me. What? What the? Oh, GSX. Just seriously, just. Oh.
And 32 Juliet, wind 070 space, 14 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Left takeoff 18. And up 32 Juliet, thanks.
And 35.
I don't want to taxi.
After departing company, Airbus A320, line up runway 18 behind.
After departing Airbus.
I'm already here.
20, line up runway 18 behind. Air 35 Papa.
I'm already here. Alright, let's just restart Coatl. What's going on here, guys?
Backflight Air 56 Tango. Just crunching the figures again. Can I request a full length takeoff from 07 Charlie? Quite heavy today. That'll be Lima 20.
And it's 56 Tango, AFM expect full length, expect intersection Mike 3420 and correction, Lima 20 and Lima 21 are currently under construction. Expect crossing at Lima 17.
Right, I'm going to very, very, very quickly disconnect.
And also expect full length 07.
Okay, just show me this spot and activate. I don't want taxi from the gate. I just want you to... Ah! Oh, GSX. Why? Just why? Why do you do this? How do I just, like, reset it? To be like... I am not arriving, I'm here. That's so annoying.
Get radar contact, nothing further, monitor advisory, ciao.
Just walk me there.
122.8, thank you again for the ACC, 3 to Juliet.
And 35 Papa, wind 070 Jace, 14 knots, runway 18, cleared for
So now will it do it?
Runway 18 cleared for takeoff.
Just reset again.
35 Papa.
Such quality software. Okay, and now what? Oh, GSX, you can just get in the bin. You can just fuck off. I've had enough of you, seriously. Why is it such a shit piece of software? And why do we consistently get made to feel like the bad guys? Like it's somehow our fault. Seriously. Holy shit. Okay, I'm going to try and do a manual pushback then, I guess.
56 Tango, you're currently on November. Take the next left, November 10, Lima, Lima 17.
Never mind. I feel like it's been nothing but trouble ever since I've got back from Tunisia.
No,
Like-
okay. Disregard.
Constantly. Start auto pushback, nose wheel. It was alright before I left for Tunisia and I came back and it's just like been... Like, what the hell is this? Right, there's a Lufthansa next to me. I just hate that there's no other choice and we just have to use it because that's it. There's no other competitor. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Aero 35 Papa, radar contact, nothing further, monitor advisory, bye-bye.
I'm sure advisory now, you're not 35 Papa, bye-bye.
Okay, APU should be ready. It is. Beacon is on. It is. Tower Lufthansa 232, stand Alpha 58, ready for push and start.
Lufthansa 232, started and pushback approved, face west, November, correction, area 3.
Push and start approved, face west, area 3, Lufthansa 232. Pushback Express. Honestly, I feel like I need something. Area 3, what does that mean? What exactly does Area 3 mean?
Aero 56 Tango, cross
Have a look at
runway
the charts.
7 center, taxi to holding point 7 center via Mike 34.
Taxi chart overview. Pushback Area 3. Yeah, where's Area 3? That's what I want to know.
N0 56 Tango, can you repeat please?
Aero 56 Tango, now via Lima 19, cross runway 07 center, taxi via Mike 34 to holding point 07 center.
So is it in here somewhere?
Sorry, Tower, a little confused here. My departure runway 07 center, correct?
Affirm.
You want me to cross 07 center?
Yeah, otherwise you can taxi via Yankee because I need you on the other side because Lima 20 and Lima 21 are under construction.
Roger, okay. I can make the turn on Lima 19 if you want me to...
All circles on the map,
get on
but well
to,
hidden, not on the taxi
07,
charts.
Center and then cross to Mike 30, then down Mike.
Excellent, you can cross via Lima 19 and take Mike 34.
Wilco, we'll cross 07 Center, Mike 30, then take Mike to Mike 34.
I'm just going to have to warn Tower. I'm going to do it manually.
811, stand Alpha 23, I have a destination Casablanca, request clearance.
Log 811, Frankfurt Tower.
So basically push back and face west.
Your destination via Yankee to Lima departure, flight plan route, climb by speed altitude 4,000 feet, squawk 4116.
Runway 18 via Anik to Lima, flight 4,000, squawk 4116.
Hey, we're off.
811.
The log 811, respects correct.
So we want the center line, yeah? That's going to be...
Lufthansa 4 Alpha,
stand Bravo 24, request the starting start.
Lufthansa 42 Alpha, startup and pushback approved.
Port pushback. Come on. Why won't it turn me?
Frankfurt Tower, Gute, die Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey at stand Alpha 40 request push and start.
Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey, Frankfurt Tower low, startup and pushback approved, area 6 request.
Push and start approved, area
Oh, dearie me.
face west, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey.
Airlot 56 Tango, the wind 080 degrees, 14 knots, runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff.
If for takeoff, runway 07 center.
Gonna do a
copy winds. And
very, very short 10-meter push. In fact, that's going to be too much, isn't it?
Tower wunderschönen guten Morgen, Lufthansa 6 Victor Alpha, stand Alpha 25, ready for push and start.
Christ.
Victor Alpha, Frankfurt Tower, Morgan, startup and pushback approved, area 3.
Start push approved, area 3, Lufthansa 6 Victor Alpha.
Frankfurt Tower, good morning, sir. This is American.
I'm going to have to disconnect and get out of Tower's way.
For established LS 07 right.
American 150, Frankfurt Tower, good morning to you as well. Wind 080 degrees, 14 knots, runway 07 right, clear to land.
Good land 07 right, or American 150.
Tower, Lufthansa 232, we've been GSX'd, I'm afraid. We'll disconnect and get out of your way for the time being.
Lufthansa 232, roger.
Ugh. Effort. I told you it'd all go tits up, didn't I? Right, let's start some engines. Why do you always fly the Phoenix? Because it works every time. Okay. Engine numero uno. And numero deux. See what the engine sounds are like these days. There you go. We're flying Lufthansa today. For better or worse. Okay, that's the engine noise done. Engine number 3. Any wind control stuff working? The throttles work at the moment, but that's about it, I think. MCDU, landing gear panel, as far as I can tell, doesn't do anything. The wing flex stuff is working, believe it or not. You making GSX noms? I feel like all I want is just a reliable pushback tool. And that's really about it. That's all I want. Like all this other stuff. Like it's nice to see the trucks turn up and like fuel the plane, but honestly they move across the airfield almost like a toddler would push a car across a floor. Like it is in no way realistic, is it? Which to me just ruins it by default. So yeah, I don't know. Right, that's our engine started, if you can believe it. Auto brake. Where's the RTO button? There you go, RTO. Cabin. We'll do takeoff config test. That's all good. Start the flight. Where's the wind shear? That one. Okay, let's get the brakes off and see if we can do a super tight turn. It's a very tight turn indeed. Terrific. Turn off the APU. Taxi lights on. I'll stay off FatSim for a minute. Just going to get past. There is a plane in the gate. I'm just going to get down to November 8. Holy moly. Just want to double check on the radar. Yeah, let's reconnect. Give it a whirl, shall we?
Takeoff 7 Center, Lufthansa 6 Victor Alpha.
Tower Lufthansa 232, we're back again, taxied and on November 8.
Lufthansa 232, Frankfurt Tower, hello again, confirm you're ready for taxi?
AFAM ready for taxi, thank you, Lufthansa 232.
Lufthansa 232, taxi to holding point runway 18 by November 8 and November.
18 via November 8 and November, Lufthansa 232. Easy. So, November 8 is where we are. So basically, straightforward. Right-hand turn onto November. And there it is.
First Speedbird 9026, welcome to Frankfurt. Proceed via Papa, November 11, hold short of November.
Come on then, let's rescue this.
Sorry, that's for 9036. Affirm via Papa, November 11, hold short of November. Taxi Papa, November 11, hold short of November, Speedbird 936. After the 1 Charlie Whiskey, continue via Lima 17, holding point 7 center.
Continue via Lima 17 and holding short of Lima 17.
Tower Lufthansa to Mike Lima and Alpha 30 requesting push.
Let's go.
To my Lima Tower, hello, you are number 2 for push, I call you back. Rock 811, Fatherman Pushback approved, area 2.
Yeah, cheers, Tim.
811.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima, Fatherman Pushback approved, area 4, take west.
Area 4 southwest, other pushback approved, Lufthansa to Mike Lima.
Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey, line up runway 07 center.
Line up runway 07 and Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey.
Lufthansa 6 Victor Alpha, radar contact Langen 120.805.
120.805, Lufthansa
6 Victor Alpha, ciao.
Morning, Kirky.
American 150 on Mike 6, runway 07 center.
American 150, just want to call you, cross 7 center, taxi via Lima 1, November 1, November, gate Echo 6.
Cross 7 center, master taxi Lima 1 November, and for the gate Echo 6, American 150. Good morning, Contact 29 Alpha 21, information Charlie, clearance to Nuremberg.
Right, long old taxi down here on November.
89, your flight plan is invalid. I will send you a new routing. Please make sure to file the following routing.
Approaches online, are they? To 0805. Cool. Keep that in my back pocket.
Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey, wind 080 degrees, 14 runway 07 center, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 07 center, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey.
Lufthansa 42 Alpha, after departing company Airbus A320, line up runway 07 center behind.
After reporting company 370, line up 07 center behind Lufthansa 4
Speedbird 9026, give way to Lufthansa Airbus A340-600 from left to right. Thereafter continue via November to gate Delta 5. Okay, give way to the Lufthansa A340 and then November to gate Delta 5, Speedbird 936.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima requesting taxi.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima, taxi by November 7, hold short of November.
Taxi by November 7, short of November, Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima.
Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey, radar contact Langen 120.155.
Contact Lang radar on 120.155, Lufthansa 1 Charlie Whiskey.
Still on November. Oh my god, right. Do you think maybe that GSX profile that I was running for the old update of the plane is no longer necessary and is therefore conflicting with the plane itself? That could be it, couldn't it? Do I reckon a 5070, 5070, 7700 would work? It'd work. I wouldn't want to go...
232, confirm fully ready.
Fully ready, Lufthansa 232.
Lufthansa 232, keep it rolling, wind 08 south degrees, 14 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Give takeoff 18, Lufthansa 232.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima, give way to crossing speed, British Airways, the Airbus A321 from right to left. Thereafter continue by November, holding point runway 18.
Giving way to the traffic, crossing right to left, behind taxi holding point runway 18, right on November, Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima.
Lufthansa 118 on frequency.
Lufthansa 118, fully established, ILS 07 right and information Charlie on board.
Lufthansa 118, Frankfurt Tower, identified. Reduce speed 170 knots until 5 miles final.
Reducing speed 170 knots until 5 miles final, Lufthansa 118.
And then we pull forward to Mike, which is...
Condor 2289er, Frankfurt Tower, you are cleared to Nürnberg via Kromit 6 Delta departure, flight plan route via SID 4000, squawk 2653.
Oh, live weather is on. Okay.
6 Delta departure, flight plan route, climb.
Shall we?
Squawk 2653,
Is it correct? Lufthansa 42 Alpha, identified contact line 120155, ciao.
Manfleck 71, SRS green, auto thrust blue. Windsocks are looking fairly alive, aren't they? V1 rotate. Whoa! Positive climb. Gear up.
Prepare area 2 for push, Ryanair Mark 811 ready for taxi.
Ryanair Mark 188, correction, 811 taxi by November 5, November 2 holding point runway 18.
November 5 Lima holding point.
Let's go to Palma then, shall we?
Mark 811.
Lufthansa 118, go around, I have a lot of separation, go around.
Lufthansa 118, did you call me?
Okay, so go around, I have a lot of separation.
Going around Lufthansa 118.
Let's wait 4242, requesting pushback and startup.
No, it wasn't Mike, you're quite right. Should have gone further.
232 identified contact departure 136130.
Over to departure, Lufthansa 232, thanks.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima by November, line up runway 18.
Runway 18, November, Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima.
Confirm departure frequency for Lufthansa 232.
So there were 2 stations, yeah, that was blocked.
Swiss 4242, request pushback and startup.
Swiss 4242, startup and pushback approved, area 2, face southwest.
Pushback approved, push and startup approved, area 2 southwest, Swiss 4242.
Lufthansa 232, can you confirm departure frequency?
Echo 136130.
136-130, Lufthansa 232, thanks. 136.
And that's the 906, we'll be taking 10 Delta 8, there's traffic on Delta 5.
30. Let's pile it on.
9026 right up for there, you can take a gate of truck.
Lufthansa 576, squawk 1000.
Squawk 1000, that's 10 to 5.
Lufthansa 576, do you prefer those in right or left?
We'll prefer right, Lufthansa 576.
Departure Lufthansa 232, 4,000 feet.
Lufthansa 232, lag in emergency flight, Club sit, flight level 900.
Climb by sit 90, Lufthansa 232. Morning, Murray. Doxon as well. Yeah, why are all the frequencies invisible? I don't get it. It's like they publish them and then it's like, nah, it's somewhere else. It's like, what the hell? You got to really use your ears. Crazy. Crazy, crazy.
Lufthansa 576, descent to altitude 4000 feet, QNH 1029, I expect that at 07 right.
Okay, so 4000 feet, QNH 1029, it's 07 right, Lufthansa 576.
Alright.
901 Romeo Alpha, contact tower 119 on decimal 905, bye-bye.
We did start New Sky, yeah. We did.
Air France 901 Romeo Alpha, can you say again the frequency, please? 119 on decimal 905. 119 decimal 905, Air France Romeo Alpha. Thank you. Lufthansa 232, flight level 130, 175, reach out.
Flight level 130, then over to advisory and Lufthansa 232.
Lufthansa grüß dich, Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima, passing 2600 for 4000.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima, Lagen...
122, decimal 8.
Flight level 110.
That's the timing 110, Lufthansa 2 Mike Lima.
Yeah, these invisible frequencies aren't helpful at all, are they? It's on the SID chart, is it? Where is that? One 136, 130. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. At the same time, though, when you see the frequencies on vPilot and they're not the ones that you should be using, it's a bit like, that seems a bit silly, if I may say so myself. Right, what am I cruising at today? Flight level 390. Bloody hell. We've got a step climb as well. Why pay exactly? If it's actual ATC all the time, they'd confirm departure on clearance. Yeah. Spinning black and white discs are the trim wheels. So I'm going to 290, which we're going to stick at for a while. Then we've got a step climb up to 390. So let's go for that first, shall we? Oh man, I feel in a funny old mood today. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel in a funny old mood. I mean, the start we had didn't help either. The trim is automatic. Yeah, in the Airbus it is. And it's sort of automatic in the Boeing, but obviously once you disconnect autopilot and your hand flying, it's up to you to trim it. But in the bus, it auto trims, and you can feel it. If you're like being too heavy on the controls, it will try and auto trim based on your heavy-handed controls, and then you end up fighting the trim that's just been set. And basically, yeah, just try and be gentle. And also you've got the auto thrust on the engines as well, because if you end up going too low on the approach and then you pull back, obviously the engines spool up, but then it's like you need to nose down, and then you're fighting the engines that have just spooled up, and you need to wait for them to drop and then lose the energy that they've just created. So yeah. Perhaps sometimes it's better if you do manual throttle, because then you've got a bit more control over it, you could argue. Philip, you said that, didn't you, in the sim, that when you have customers that come in, they struggle if the auto throttle's on. It's almost like you're riding a bubble. It's like you want the thing to go down, but it won't. Because, of course, the engines are fighting your inputs. If you're sort of unstable and you're doing that and you're constantly fighting. Whereas if you can manual throttle your way out of it, but then on the 7.4, isn't it the same kind? Because the 7.4 isn't fly-by-wire in the same way that the 7.3 isn't fly-by-wire. And it's fairly standard procedure in the 7.3 in the real world, I believe, to do manual throttle landings, because the fly-by-wire systems aren't running through the plane, therefore it doesn't have that fine grain of detail. Like the Airbus knows exactly what's going on because it's all fly-by-wire. The computer knows everything. 737, it doesn't. Yeah, most of the time. Most of the time autopilot's used during non-takeoff and landing. Yeah, 777's auto throttle, because of course that was their big thing with the triple, wasn't it? It's like, it's a fly-by-wire Boeing. Presumably same in the 787. Again, because the plane's just got all that data running through it, it can probably make better throttle change decisions. You should stream lives after 3 PM, because most people will definitely tune in, Like after school, there's a chance more people, presumably younger, would tune in. That settles it. 9 AM streams from now on. We do stream in the evenings as well, but we also stream at this time of day too. And it's a big old world. It's a big old world. Like, you're thinking very much in your own time zone. It's a huge world. There are people the world over at different times of day doing different things. Yeah, we don't want young people. Airbus or Boeing? Game name. Where are we going? Shut up. Even though it's written on the screen. Where are we going? Are we there yet? Just kidding, of course. Cheers, Charles. To be honest, I'm at the TikTok isn't the be all and end all for me. I'm multi-streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and yeah, like TikTok's like whatever really. People want to watch, they can, but like YouTube and Twitch are home for me really. Name a plane for an edit. Oh, that old classic. What is it with people saying name a plane for an edit? It's like, can you seriously not think of a plane? I know what I'll do. I'll go into someone else's stream and get them to think of one for me. What? Craziness. Do a barrel roll. Can you take off on autopilot? And can the plane auto land if need be? Yeah. Well, I mean, takeoff. No, you still have to do rudder input to keep yourself on the centre line. I mean, there isn't really a thing as an auto takeoff. You have to take off yourself. It can auto land though, albeit when you land, you need to bring the throttles to idle yourself, and you need to do rudder input to keep it on the centre line. Joseph says name a plane for a barrel roll. Is this any build? Hell no. No, we're in the toeless Aerosoft. Joanna says, what does name a plane for an edit even mean? I don't know, to be honest. Don't honestly know. I think the idea is that, like, you ask someone else to name a plane for you and then you go and make a video about it or something. I don't know, it's lost on me as well, Joanna, to be honest. Maybe I'm showing my age here, but that just seems like the weirdest idea. The weirdest idea. It's MSFS 24 ECAM. So this is a collaboration between Aerosoft and Toeless. And I feel like it's really, really close to being good. Like, this could be a Phoenix level good with not that much effort, I think. Bit of GSX integration. Update the hideous cockpit textures. And we might be onto something. Airbus tested auto takeoff and auto taxi successfully a few years back. Did they really? Mr. Mint's in, thank goodness. It's been a right old morning, Mr. Mint. What time is it? It's not even 20 to 11 yet. I've already been GSX'd. It's, yeah. Oh. Feeling stressed. I might need a coffee in a minute. Cheer myself up. I mean, that's a valid point, Norms. You say you might as well remove pilots at that point, but, like, you know. At what point, especially in this whole AI era that we're in, at what point do we say, actually, probably the computers are better doing it than humans? Like, speaking to Hanny at Gatwick, saying, like, pretty much most disasters and incidents, it's like pretty much always humans. You know, the machine just, not like all the engines stopped and it fell out the sky. It's like a human messed up. Cheers, YK. What's the fun in flying if we get to that stage? Well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, you could say, what's the fun in flying now, given that autopilot does so much of it? It's weird, Grumpy. It's like it thought I was, like, taxiing or something. Because it kept saying, like, activate parking services, and it's like there was someone there, like, waving me in. It's like, no, I'm here. I've just spawned. Like, I'm not arriving. I don't know what you're talking about, Charles. Windows is solid as a rock. Morning, Clark. Get rid of the FSTO mod as well. Okay, so it might have been that. Could well have been that. How long till we're doing a step climb? Step deleted? Oh. Okay, so we're staying at 290 then, are we? Optimal is 390. Let's go 390 then. What are we doing messing around? Lufthansa 232 climbing now, flight level 390. So there's A340 wind control issues, or is it just a matter of updating? I think it's the fact that wind control have to build it in, if you know what I mean. So what time are we due in at Thingy? I feel like I've lost my sense of context on how long things take because we started from Frankfurt. Because normally we start from Gatwick, and I sort of have a mental model of Gatwick to here is so long. But of course Frankfurt, very different. Due in at 11:04. So that is about an hour and... yeah, about an hour and 20 we'll be there. Oh right, that's interesting. You're using the mod with the latest version of the plane and it's still okay. Switch to Linux. I remember doing that when I was like 18. I switched to Linux, and then it dawned on me, it's like, okay, so I've switched to Linux, I've got all the drivers installed, which was a, 20 years ago, that was a job in itself. I got it all sorted, and then I was like, what do I do? Except for load Firefox. Like, all the stuff I wanted to do was back on Windows, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going back to Windows. I think basically the market's probably not big enough for desktop Linux, is it? For any game dev to take it massively seriously. Good luck, Pro Driver. Charles, I haven't got a choice today because we're in the A340. Windwing haven't updated. Or they're waiting for stuff from Aerosoft to get it all working, so we have to... Yeah, the irony is I've just set all this up and I can't use it. I spent all day yesterday recording content to make a video showing you how I built it, put it together. I don't know what to do tonight with the stream because I feel like I'm so behind on video making. Like, all this streaming in the evening time is great, but it means I'm not getting any videos out, which is bothersome. There is a plane coming over, but we'll be okay. We'll be 1,000 feet above them. Where are you? You're down there somewhere, aren't you? Where are you? First one to spot the plane wins. Can't see the plane. What are you doing, Noms? You making GSX? Noms SX. That's what we'll call it. NSX. Honda might have a problem with that though, mightn't they? Anyways, is this any build's A340? Nope. My gear's in the gear down position because it just doesn't work. Doesn't make any difference because we're in the toeless A340, so it's dead. It's so good. I need a coffee. I need a coffee. Maybe that will lift my spirits. Where are we? Oh, we're over Switzerland. We're making not too bad time, actually. Where's everyone else that's flying along? Ryan. Is that Grumpy? Yeah. Who else was there? There's another one, wasn't there? Is there another aeronaut? Yeah, there we go. I knew there was one. Noms. There's another one as well as Noms. Or was that Ryan? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Right, I'm going to quickly disconnect from VATSIM just in case anything comes online while I make a coffee. You guys enjoy the views. I'll be back in a minute. Jolly good. We're back. Emirates, yeah, we're in the A340 from Aerosoft / Tolis. Never know what to say. It's like, who is it by? Do I say it's the Aerosoft? Do I say it's the Tolis? Do I say Aerosoft / Tolis? I don't know. I just don't know. Feels like it's kind of Aerosoft's product because they're the ones selling it, but I feel like all the good bits that have made the product good have come from Tolis. I feel like everything that Aerosoft have done, not everything, but the bits that I don't like have come from Aerosoft, it would seem. Hopefully we'll get a freighter soon. Get ourselves a nice freighter. And the paint kit. Paint kit will be brilliant. I mean, can you imagine this thing? What is going on with those graphics? Oh, there they are. You imagine this thing in the air-knock colours. That's going to look absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Are they doing a freighter or a prater? Like Ryan, you've just said prater in chat. I would hope that we get a... Oh, I put my cameras on. I would hope that we get a bit of a proper freighter, because they are used as freighters, aren't they? European Cargo, they've taken a load of old Virgin ones and they are now freighters. So I would hope we get something along those lines, to be honest. That'd be lovely. You imagine the cargo ops we can do with that. Good. Isn't today the day for the FSLTL injector as well? It's been updated, has it? But the base models haven't. I'm presuming. Grumpy was saying, like, you know, that if they're going to update it, they might do the base models at the same time. And I was like, oh, I don't know, Grumpy. That feels a bit ambitious, but... No base models. Damn it. Gah. Gah. Come on, guys. Base model me up. Base model me up. Gonna be so great. Give the A380 another go. Yeah, I should do. Never had a problem with that, to be honest. The fly-by-wire. Good plane. Like, better than most payware stuff, to be honest. I thought it handled great. Despite being a big plane. Because that always seems to be the excuse that gets rolled out, doesn't it? Oh, well, it's big. Like, yeah, I don't think that's the reason. Celebratory long haul when FSLTL base. Yeah, I tell you what, if you guys all do the long haul, I will sit and watch it and celebrate while not doing the long haul. Is this Geneva? Is this Geneva? Is this the place with the fountain in the thing or something? Not that you can see. Yeah, I feel like my object level of detail is quite low. It keeps getting blurry. My computer ain't having it today. seems happier now. Still, 30 FPS isn't great, is it? Maybe it's the plane. Hey, Alessandra, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, we're going over Geneva, so this is definitely Lake Geneva, isn't it? Has to be. Has to be. Why have they made skidding planes a trek and a half? Well, yeah, with you there. I feel like I'm getting better at it. I used to be the worst at it. The very, 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 very... If you go way, way back on the channel, like sort videos by oldest to newest, you'll see like a very different looking Air Not livery. And that's because that was all I could figure out how to make. I just couldn't fathom anything else. So that was that. And we ran with that for a while, and I was like, I'm not doing that again. That was hard work. And then I started designing what is now the current livery, and I was like, oh, that'd be so nice if we could get that done. So I spent some time, learnt how to do it. It depends, like different planes are different as well. That's the other thing. Like not all planes paint the same way. For example, the A320 from... Oh, I haven't got my mood light on. Sorry guys, hang on. There we go, got a bit of a blue background now to zhuzh it up a bit. So the A320 for example, they provide a paint kit, like a Photoshop PSD style paint kit, and they also provide a blender. No, they don't actually. What do they do? Basically, if you try and draw it in 2D, if you go to put a straight line down the fuselage, and you draw it, and you think that looks right, then you load the plane in, and it's like a banana on the plane, because of the way the texture wraps around the 3D model. So then it's like, well, how on earth am I supposed to draw a curved line such that it appears straight when it gets rendered? And the only way to do that for me was to jump it into Blender, because then you can do like stencil painting directly on the 3D model. Then obviously it computes it perfectly to draw the perfectly curved bit on the 2D version of it. Yeah, this is Truck Sim. Using one of the new flying mods. Should tell people it's Call of Duty. We're just about to jump out the plane and drop into Geneva. Where are we landing? Let's land at the airport. Or where are we dropping? That's what we should say. You do what yours with texture painting, yeah. The fly-by-wire is the only one, the A320 that I've known to be that weird kind of... It goes curved when you draw a straight line on it. PMDG 7.3 and 7.7 I did through the Photoshop files. A380 I did in Photoshop. That one nearly killed me. That one nearly broke me actually, the A380. I don't know why, I just really struggled with that one. A350 I thought was alright for Mini, and the 340. And you actually build up a load of muscle memory as well. So when it came to doing the FSLTL liveries, someone said to me, all you need to do is send them like your your Phoenix livery and send them your PMDG livery and they'll convert it. And I thought, well, that seems awfully good of them, but I can't see that somehow. And sure enough, when I inquired, they were like, no, we're not doing that. And I was like, no, I didn't think you would. I was like, happy to do it all. Just need the paint kits. And then they gave me the paint kits. And actually, because the 3D models are way less complex, therefore the paint kits are similarly less complex. So it was great. By the time I got good at it, I was like knocking out a paint kit or knocking out a livery every half an hour for FSLTL. significantly quicker than doing a actual livery. And from a distance, you can't really tell. Like, they obviously are less detailed, but it's not like you're getting right up all over it, are you? It's like, it's very different. Equal time point in about 70 miles. But yeah, they're all done now, all the liveries. I can't think really of anything else we need to do. Okay, we're off to Palma. There's not a lot else we need to do really on the livery front for FSLTL. The only thing I can think of is the 757, and of course Bluebird are coming out, aren't they, with theirs? So that would be nice. But there wasn't a 3D model for the 757 within FSLTL, therefore there can't be a paint kit, therefore there can't be liveries in FSLTL. So we just have to live without that. But we've got the full stack near enough. We've got the A319, A320, A321. We've got the A320 Neo, A321 Neo. We've got the A330... What did we do? Did we do the 200 and the 300? I think we might have done. We did the A340-300. We did the A340-600, so this one. We did the 350-900, and there wasn't a 1000 model, so the 900 will appear for either, whether you're in a 900 or a 1000 variant. We did the 380 as well. We did the 737-800. Which I'm hoping they'll write a VMR rule for me that will also show that when a MAX appears. Save me having to make a MAX one. We did the 747-400. We did the 767. We did the Dreamliner, the 777-200 and 300. And... I'm forgetting one. MD-11. No, Jacko, it's in Aerosoft Tolus. It is 24, King, and yeah. You got the MD-11, did you, Joseph? I'm considering getting it. When I say we've got, do you mean the paint kits or the liveries? I'm talking about FSLTL liveries. So we've painted them, we've turned them into workable FSLTL liveries that will show in the sim. We have submitted them to FSLTL, and they've written back to say we have accepted them, having reviewed them, and they will be in the next base models update for FSLTL. When that will be, couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I mean, we're on target for it. If you think about it, if you look at the cadence of prior releases, it was October was the last one, and I think March or April was the one before, so it stands to reason every 6 months would be about right. What do you mean about the process? About making liveries for FSLTL or liveries in general, Charles? Should we have a back of the wing view? FSLTL specifically. I doubt there's an... I mean, that market for that video is so small. Basically, it would only appeal to VA owners that want to get their liveries into FSLTL, which would be really small. Because you can't just submit to FSLTL. You have to be... So I wrote to them, I don't know, 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And I said, hey, you know, I do the Air Not YouTube channel. We sort of do this little VA thing. Just wondering how practical it would be for us to get our liveries in FSLTL. I'll do all the work. I'm not expecting you to do it. And they wrote back and said, yeah, how it works is you have to become a VATSIM virtual airline partner. Then that earns you the right to submit liveries to us via VATSIM. So you join a VATSIM VA owners Discord, and then there's a channel in there that you can submit your liveries through. That then gets fed via VATSIM into FSLTL. Presumably the devs at FSLTL review what you've made, check it works, and then it gets added in to the mix. Have I flown the G700? No, never. Grumpy, my runway into Palma at the moment is 24 left. That's what I was given from SimBrief prior to departing Frankfurt. And the winds still look favourable. I've got a 2-knot headwind according to Navigraph and a 2-knot crosswind for 24 left. Yeah, they won't just take anyone's livery. You've got to be a virtual airline. Then you have to become a VATSIM partner airline, so VATSIM has to recognise your airline. Then you have to be audited by VATSIM. So we get audited every 3 months by VATSIM. An auditor will get in touch and they'll ask to see how many flights we've done. They'll check over our website. They'll check over like privacy policies. Like they take it very seriously. It's quite incredible, really. And then you get a pass or a fail, and on you go. I guess it's a pass or a fail. I've never failed, but get told that we passed. Milos, how are you? Tried to buy the game, but when I installed it, I get an error. What's the error? How do you see other people with AirNot liveries at the moment? We use a VMR file. So when I make the liveries, we make a VMR file. So what that is, you can store them somewhere on your PC. You don't have to put them in the community folder. In fact, you shouldn't put the VMR files in the community folder. I've got a folder in my documents folder where I keep them all. And then in vPilot, in the model matching section, King, thanks for subbing. In the model matching section on vPilot, you point it to those VMR files. So what that does, the VMR file is like a lookup. So it will say, if you see a plane with a X-ray November Oscar call sign, i.e. AirNot, and it's an Airbus A320, load the Phoenix with the AirNot livery on it. Now, there's two problems there. Problem number one is that you have to own the Phoenix for it to work. Otherwise, it won't work. Because it works by drawing the Phoenix 3D model, then layering on the AirNot Phoenix livery on top of it. And obviously, if you don't own the plane, it can't draw the model because you don't have the model on your PC to be drawn. It'll just error, and then it'll probably just show a plain white, a plain aircraft. Secondly, if there's like 20 of us at Gatwick, that is 20 Phoenixes that are being drawn, which can hog resources. One of the benefits of FSLTL is that their models, their 3D models, are not that detailed. Like when we were testing them, like Grumpy helped me out big time when we were making the liveries. We did the first batch of Airbus ones. Grumpy would park up next to me somewhere on VATSIM, and we would just test to see if the FSLTL liveries were working. And I got the drone camera out, and I sort of flew around Grumpy, who was being represented as like a FSLTL A320. And it's like, damn, this looks ropey. It does look ropey. Like, if you get too close, it's a bit like, ugh. But think about it, in practice, when do you ever get close? Like, the whole point of flying is that you don't get that close, because otherwise that's a crash. So if you're at a reasonable distance on VATSIM, even if you're next to each other at a gate and like I'm doing a wing view, it will look fine. But obviously if you put your drone camera right up next to it, you're going to start to see the rough edges. Yeah, King, I only generally fly commercial jets, like your Airbus, your Boeing. And more so Airbus recently, owing to all of this that today I can't use, which is a bit of a shame, but that's okay. So yeah, FSLTL base model updates can't come quick enough. That would be wonderful. Because then everyone else can see us. Because at the moment we can only see each other. So we're sort of in a little bubble. And every time a controller sees us, we're just this plain white plane. Every time someone else on VATSIM sees us, we're just a plain white plane. So we've got no real visibility to others except amongst ourselves. So I do wonder, like when the FSLTL update happens, are we going to see an uptick in people wanting to join because we're going to be seen more, we'll be more visible? Do I have the A340-600? Yeah, for mini builds. I don't really fly it though. Pretty views today from Frankfurt. So we are not far off, are we? We're coming down... Where are we going to come out? Marseille. We're going to fly over Marseille, I think. Marseille, then sort of scooting down. We'll have Barca out to our right. Oh, approaches online. Oh, that's good. At least that means they'll decide the runway for us. That can't be bad, can it? What's the ATIS saying then? Arrival ATIS. Runway in use. 24 left. Yes! Expect ILS Zulu. Yes, that's what I've programmed. 1016. Ideal. That'll do. That'll do. I'm feeling in a much better mood now, by the way. I can't help but wonder if I'm just tired. The coffee's waking me up. Burning the candle we are. I feel like the less time we spend in the cockpit, probably the better. Yeah, I feel like this cockpit position's wrong. I feel like we should be... Ooh, maybe not that high. Maybe like that. Then when we look at the MCDU, yeah, this feels more Phoenixy. But down here, I feel like I'm sat in a bucket seat. Do you not drink coffee, Ryan? Have I tried flying the toeless A320 Neo in X-Plane? No, because I've never played X-Plane. Only tea for you, Ryan. Oh, you're going to love it when you move to the UK. Tea drinker's paradise. God. I got to start going to bed earlier. I feel like it's killing me going to bed late, and it's not good. Do you not like the Phoenix then, Alex? I find the Phoenix great. Like, comparing this to the Phoenix, this feels quite Phoenixy, I would say. It just feels a bit bigger and a bit fatter and a bit heavier. Oliver, it's the A340-600 from Aerosoft/Toulouse. Ground is on. They knew we're coming. That's what it is, isn't it? Am I on squawk mode, Charlie? Yes. That's pretty cool. You guys are way ahead of me. So you guys going to go through Barca approach as well then? No, you're going to scoot around the edge of it. Oh, and Nice is online as well. All the good places are online. And Madeira. What's going on today? It's busy. Sweden. Frankfurt remains online too. How do I see the map? It's just website map.vatsim.net. Oliver says, how was the rugby on Saturday? The rugby was good, Oliver. I didn't understand all of it, though. I figured out the line-outs fairly quickly. They made sense. I mean, it's basically a... kind of like a throw-in. But... there's a bit more... like, jumping around. The scrums I found a bit confusing. I don't know if any rugby watchers are in at the moment, but there was a couple of occasions where they would go for a scrum and the crowd would start booing. And I couldn't fathom out why. I said to my wife, I was like, why are they booing? And she's like, I don't know. I was like, okay. And I don't know who was booing. I don't know whether... I don't know whether it was like the Welsh fans booing the English team or the English fans booing the Welsh team, but there was a lot of booing going on. And I don't know why that was. I camouflaged myself as a Lufthansa so they didn't know I was coming. Used to be a rugby league referee, Clark? No way. So why would they have booed then with the scrum? I mean, it's a good game. It was a good game for the boys to watch because obviously there's, I don't know if you saw it on the telly, but there's loads of tries. Like, England did a hell of a job. Yeah, 50. I normally go between 50 and 40, nearer to 50, Ryan, to be honest. Like a big, nice, confident flare. Otherwise you'll smash it. It's what I've known. I mean, the last time I watched rugby properly, or I say properly, just at all, was the World Cup. When Johnny Wilkinson saved the day. Yeah, I don't know if any of you know why people boo during scrums. I don't know what was going on that made them think we need to boo. Was it taking too long? Was it one team was being a bit cheeky in some way or another? I don't know. That's the 1707. Yep. I remember watching it on the telly, just being like, oh yeah. Who was playing on Saturday, Murray? It was the Women's Six Nations, so it was England versus Wales. The Red Roses, as they're called, versus Wales. Maybe there's a... No, like there were lots of scrums, but there was a couple where they booed, and I couldn't figure out why they were booing. I don't know whether one team was like taking too long to put the ball in, like wasting time, like whether it was a tactic that the other side didn't like. There was just a couple of occasions, and the crowd were like right on it. They were like, boo! Like, I was like, why are you booing? I don't get it. They were getting very animated, and I'm just sat there like, not really knowing what's going on. But it was cool nevertheless. Only problem was, at half time, my wife and I went to the toilet, took the boys as well to go to the toilet, and me and the boys were in and out in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. And being a Women's Six Nations game, a lot of women in attendance, quite rightly, and the queues, like we're talking, imagine like the queues at airport security. One guy came in to the toilet, and I was washing my hands, and he was saying, "Oh, my wife's caught in a queue." Apparently, someone came out and said they've only got 8 toilets in there for everyone. And it's like, damn, like that's not good. That is not good. Which goes to show how like ill-equipped these stadiums are for that, which isn't good at all. They should definitely work on that. Maybe they were booing because the other team got the ball in the scrum. Maybe. I think they had to restart the scrum. I think the ref kind of... Yeah, they made them like do the whole crouching and thing. Yeah, Jacko, well this is it. Apparently, like, my wife was still in the queue and she's like, this is silly, the game's about to start again. You and the boys go back to the seats. I'll just meet you in a bit. And apparently once the game started again, and obviously all the blokes had been to the toilet, the women in the queue just went and just went to the men's. All of them. UK nightclubs, God. I used to hate nightclubs. I was a dreadful young person. I was so bad at being young. I should have... You're supposed to like going to places like that, aren't you? And like, I remember I got dragged to one once and I was like, this is just horrific. Like, what are we even doing here? Like, what is the point? And I was like, oh, it's well good, it's well good. I was like, it's not. This is just like... I would much rather be at home playing Half-Life 2 on my new PC right now versus doing whatever this is. Like, God. Like, the music's too loud. You can, and this is me at like 18. like, you can't hear a thing. I sounded like a 50-year-old bloke even then. Drinks are far too expensive. Takes forever to get one. I remember being like, guys, can't we just like stay in Wetherspoons? It's so cheap here. Like, no, we've got to go nightclub. It's like, do we though? It's like, oh yeah. Like, right, okay, fine. So I used to work on a TV in a TV shop years ago. And, you know, your big TV showroom with, like, I don't know, 50 tellies in there, all tuned to the same channel, so you can obviously see the difference in the picture quality. And I had to go up on the roof and do some work on the aerial system. And I could look down on a nightclub, and I knew I was going to that nightclub that evening. Because it was so-and-so's birthday, and so-and-so wanted to go to the nightclub. So it's like, fair enough, I'll concede, it's your birthday, we'll go to whatever piece of crap place you want to go to. I remember looking down into the courtyard of it from the roof, because I could see right down into it, and I remember thinking, this is so ridiculous. Like, I'm up here freezing, like in the wind, up a ladder, fixing a bloody aerial, just to give all that money I'm going to earn today to that stupid place. I remember just thinking that, like, at that point, like, I think I might just be done with going out. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Hey ho. Hindsight, Charles. Old stadiums are painful. San Siro Stadium in Italy was top tier. Thousands of fans. 4 toilets. What? Damn. Yeah, nightclubs will just continue to confuse me for as long as I live. Am I that sim? I am indeed. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind a nice pub. Like, that's great. Like, everyone around a table, few laughs. Great. Nightclubbing. Ugh. No, thank you. We can't be that far from top of descent, thinking about it, can we? Come on, back we go. There we go. Yeah, 80 miles, less than 80 miles. So we should do a bit of work then in here. Let's do our approach thingy. Landing performance, here we go. 2-4 left. Is there anything I need to put in? Sure there is. It's all runway dry, anti-ice off, landing config full. Yeah, so if we do low auto brake, we'll be stopped. No problem at all. Okay, what do we need to put in then? 1015. For the QNH. 23 degrees C, wind is 190 at 3. What is the barrow? Not the barrow, the I know what I'm trying to say. Minimums. Refer to minimums. I am. What am I? Am I a category D now? Maybe 250. I'm category D, aren't I? In I. 1015. Temperature 23. That sounds nice. 23 is my kind of temperature when abroad. It's my kind of temperature. 190 and 3. And what did we say? 250. I'm D. Thank you, Joanna. That goes in MDA. Can't be long till I'm going to be knocking on the door of approach, is it? Well, it's going to be quite a while. Mind you, Grumpy's not even there yet. Has anyone noticed the thing that's missing today? No one's mentioned it yet, which I find a bit interesting. The yoke! There you go, Joanna. No yoke, no joke. Yeah, it's just behind me. I haven't gotten rid of it. I've got no plans of getting rid of it, but I just wanted to see how it felt today without it. And I've got loads of muscle memory, it turns out. One of the buttons I use to return myself, so if I move the cockpit view, if I want to quickly get back centered, I've got a little button that you probably see me pressing. I'm really missing that, but I've put it on my trigger on the stick instead today. And I've got a little tiny joystick on the yoke, which you can just do a bit of that if you want to. Which is really handy sometimes if you don't want to go to the effort of like having a full head eye tracking session, but you just want to quickly check over there and back again. And I'm missing that quite a lot. Hey, my speed is low. Mach 0.83 I'd say is alright for 39,000 feet. So we're doing good. We are doing good. Heathrow Airport, what are you doing in TikTok? Is that the official account? Certainly looks like it. Damn. Hey guys. And Steve's in as well. All the best people are showing up. Sorry for doubting you, Heathrow, but I've had a few people that have been coming in lately across various platforms pretending to be someone they are not. Sorry I doubted you. Forgiveness, please. Right, there's a plane just ahead of me, but they're 1,000 feet lower, and they're going to Nice. Oh, I want to go to Nice. Wouldn't feel right going to Nice from Palma, would it? That'd feel a little bit not quite on. Look at Steve grifting away. But someone said that to me yesterday, or was it? No, it was Tuesday night. Like, then they properly like built it up. It was like, hey, can I ask you a question? Like, do you mind? It's like, yeah, sure, go for it. It's like, if I follow you, it's like, oh god, I can see where this is going. Or do this and I'll follow. It's like, I'm not that desperate for followers. I'm sorry, like, no, I'm not. Just no. Maybe we should start doing unfollow for unfollow. Right, top of descent is in for 30 something. 30 miles. I feel bad now that I doubted the official Heathrow account on TikTok. I just assumed it was someone pretending to be Heathrow. It's like, crazy. Trying to think who it was pretending to be someone. Someone tried pretending to be Airbus, I think. And then they disappeared out of chat, and then someone pretended to be... Oh, I don't know who it was. That Swiss guy. I think his name, the YouTube, like Swiss001. And then all of a sudden Swiss went quiet, and then EasyJet SimPilot appeared. And every time you clicked on the profile, it was like, it just went to a 0 followers, subscribers channel. So it's like someone just masquerading as... And ever since then, I've always been super like, assumed that it's not the real person. Like, I had a Sobo in it once, like the Microsoft Flight Sim official, whatever it was. And I just assumed it was someone trolling, and it was actually them. I felt a bit awful afterwards. So don't assume is the lesson. I'll have to follow them and then demand they follow me back. If I follow you, will you follow me? But yeah, because that's going to fix your content strategy, isn't it? Right. 15 miles. What's my cost index? 152. Damn. Damn. What am I going to descend to is the question. Because we've got approach on. 390. Is there like a... Is there a sensible altitude to set to? We need to be above flight level 100, so let's do that. Flight level 100. That's interesting. I don't get a dot when using the tow list when I do push for manage mode on the altitude. Do I seriously not follow you, Steve? I thought I had. Devastated. Let me right that wrong immediately, Steve. There we go. Now we can unfollow each other in our unfollow for unfollow campaign. Oh, Jerry, don't say that. Gav's great. Charles, I think what Joseph's referring to is somebody pretended to be me contacting Wing Control, trying to get free gear out of them. And they didn't fall for it. But it allowed me to get introduced to Wing Control, so kind of grateful in a way. Oh. Yeah, EasyJet sim pilot. Gav, brilliant. Lovely guy too. A lot of time for him. Both him and Luke, British Avgeek, got a lot of time for those two. They're good eggs. They're good eggs indeed. Plasma traffic, Lufthansa 232, descending for flight level 100, currently flight level 360, Palmer. Ball out next month. Oh, I don't know. I feel like this is a sensible place to leave it. Very sensible place. Doesn't mean that I will, of course. So I've got a video recorded. I recorded it yesterday. And it's currently sat on my PC in the house, waiting to be edited. So I'll show you how I put all this together and sort of show you how you can do it too. Just finding the time to edit it. That's the problem. Have you seen the new feature Hotstart introduced with their X-Plane CL650? You can now have real people as passengers. I've not seen that. Almost there. We're going to get a blip shortly, aren't we? What's the frequency? 119, 155. 119. Is it 155? 119, 155. I'm not loving the acceleration on these dials. I wish they'd get rid of that. Yeah, for me, like when I was, before I even started the channel, like the people I would watch, like 320 Sim Pilot, obviously Luke, Gav. I didn't discover A330 Driver till a bit later. I'm trying to think who else there was that I would watch. I can't tell if you're being serious there, Clark. I suspect not. Alright, what arrival am I expecting? Lunik 3 Papa, ILS Zulu 24 left. And what information have we got on board? Because we're going to need that in a minute. Information Bravo still. So it's basically straight in. I've got loads of room around me, which is quite nice. Where are you going? You're going Palmer. So maybe I get brought out around and in. I don't know, that's really up to them. That's their job. Gavin's a training captain. Is he? I thought Gav wasn't a real world captain or real world pilot. You're not thinking a 320 Sim Pilot, are you? I always thought Gav wanted to do it, but for whatever reason couldn't. I could be wrong, though. I did not know that, Steve. I thought, I just assumed he wasn't. I'm sure it says on his Twitch. I'll have to look it up now. Yeah, 707 saying I don't think Gav's a real pilot. I never did either. Yeah, Gavin McKnight is not Gav EasyJet Sim Pilot. That's a different Gav. So I'm not sure who the Gavin you're talking about is, Steve. I'm not familiar with that name. Let's give him a quick buzz.
Wait, for left, clear to land.
Close to land 24 left, so 3 Juliet. Operation going to be around Sierra Foxtrot, skip on reaching people with that.
Runway 6 Sierra Foxtrot, hello, Palma Control, wind 230 degrees 6 knots, runway 2 for right, clear for takeoff.
Then takeoff, alright, runway 6 Sierra Foxtrot.
Palma approach, Lufthansa 232, information Charlie on board, flight level 230, descending for 100.
Lufthansa 232, hello, Palma Control, radar identified, descend to flight level 100.
Descend flight level 100, Lufthansa 232. That's handy. Flight deck to Sim, is he a real pilot? He's a real pilot, yeah. I don't know what he's called though.
Vole 9 Papa Zulu, monitorice frecuencia de aviso 22.8, hasta luego.
22.8, muchas gracias por el servicio, buen día, hasta la próxima, Vole 9 Papa Zulu.
Por cierto, acuérdate que Santiago tiene la pista cerrada, ¿eh?
Sí, disculpa, Vole 9 Papa Zulu.
Sí, le decía que Santiago tiene la pista cerrada.
Not sure, Steve, but 99% certain it's not EasyJet.
Que va, están en obras durante un mes.
Vale, de acuerdo, pues iremos a la
So 50 or 40 feet.
Gracias por la información.
Hasta luego.
50 or 40 feet we want to start the flare. And somebody gave me some good advice. They say you've got to fly the aircraft down even when it's on the main gear. So just because your main gear have touched, keep...
Lufthansa 232, fly direct to Baboon, clear for ILS to approach runway 2 for left, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1015.
5,000 feet, QNH 1015, and we'll go direct Bavum, cleared ILS24, Lufthansa 232. Direct Bavum. Shortcut, baby. QNH 1015. Oh, I got hiccups. Oh.
And Oscar to Juliet, vacate runway 24 left. I'm not 32 Juliet, thank you very much. Welcome to Palma, contact ground 121.705. Goodbye. Contact ground 121.705. Gracias to the ATC, have a good day. You too. At not 35 Papa, wind 232 degrees 8 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land. Runway 24 left, clear to land, air not 35 Papa.
Good, so we're basically getting straight. Then we will make a right-hand turn. We're going to have a decel point coming up soon. About 10 miles, because we're going to be getting close to 10,000 feet. I do like this plane. It does fly nicely. Need to get better at it. Definitely need to get better at it. Like, I feel like we're in and out of the Phoenix all day long. And I've kind of gotten... Don't always get it right, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I've gotten very, very used to that plane. Whereas this still feels like we're risking it a bit every time we jump in it.
Right now 60, reported fly direct to Galat. Sorry, to Galat, right at 60 aircraft.
Yeah, Stephen, that's him. We are VATSIMing it. I think there's probably a 50-50 chance this all goes a bit pear-shaped on the approach. So I want to be sure of our go-around procedure, because we're probably going to need it. So, missed approach, climb runway heading 240, turn left, not before R.193, maximum 185 knots. Contact ATC, missed approach. Climb runway heading to what, though? It does not say.
Airline 3 up now clear. The runway requesting runway inspection due to horrendous touchdown. Airline 35 Papa, contact ground for taxi 121.705 and welcome to Palma. Goodbye. 121.705.
What have you done, Ryan? What have you done?
56 Tango, wind 232 degrees 8 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land.
We are now decelling. Have they done the wing model update yet?
Now 60 Foxtrot for forward climb monitor buffer advisory 122 decimal 8. Goodbye.
Sure they have.
Bye-bye.
630 feet! Oh my goodness. Dun dun dun. What's transition level here? 70. Oh, stop yawning. JFK to Singapore, Stephen, you're mad. What are you doing that for? That's crazy. Mad respect, though. You got 306. 1.39. Damn. I think we're too hard on ourselves, personally. I think we get all caught up in this whole, oh, it's got to be a butter, it's got to be a butter. Again, talking to Hanny on Wednesday last week, he was saying, I just don't really understand it. Like, the culture of it goes, that is not indicative of what it's like in the real world at all. Like, anything less than 200, he goes, and I'd be raising an eyebrow, being like, why didn't you put it down? Like, plant it down safely, properly. Particularly in a crosswind. But I suppose, you know, this is a game at the end of the day, and gamification is going to come into it. And feet per minute is definitely something that can be chased. And it can be seen as a metric by which we can improve. So, yeah, I don't know, I sort of get it, but at the same time I sort of don't. I don't like the acceleration on this, by the way. I really hope they can get rid of that. Let's get the old landing system on. Am I streaming just on TikTok? No. We're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. And YouTube Vertical as well. Yeah. What do you do if I want to play games with a mouse and keyboard? I turn myself this way, and I've got a gaming monitor with a mouse and keyboard. I also have a PC in the house as well, so I'm in my garden shed at the moment. Initially, the shed was always kind of like supposed to be both flight simming and like, you know, I play other games. Like I do like playing gamer games, if you know what I mean. Call of Duty, Valorant, Counter-Strike, Halo, Battlefield. Not so much Battlefield, that bored the hell out of me, to be honest. But the point is that I like to play games as well. So yeah, I feel like the sim is kind of taken over the shed, where I don't really have room for gamery game stuff. So I do that in the house now. Do I run all the streaming software on a separate computer? Yeah. Yeah. My original gaming PC that I built during COVID is now my streaming PC, which feels a bit overkill, to be honest. But the NVENC encoder on the 3070 is very good at encoding, so it just sits there encoding, basically. That's all it does. Used to be, Tim, not anymore. I edit video in the house. Just because if I'm at home alone with the kids, if my wife's out or whatever, if they're in bed and my wife's gone to like a Keep Fit class or something and I'm in charge, I can't bring myself out to the shed. Like, what if they get up? What if they need me? What if something happens? Like, I need to be in the house. So I've set up a second PC in the house. So that's kind of like where I game, chill out a little bit in the evening, and also, well, I say that, I haven't really gamed in ages, but that's a problem, in fact. I need to do more of that, because it always makes me feel better when I do it. And if I haven't done it in a while, I start to get cranky. Because ever since coming back from Tunisia, it's been sort of like working and stuff, which is fine. Like, it's not a problem, but just need to make sure I'm making time for all the other stuff as well, you know? It's all a balance. We don't want to be burning out. And I got to be honest, I kind of feel like I'm approaching a stage where I'm feeling a bit tired with it all. But I think that's coming from having a lack of time. I feel like I've got so much to do and not enough time to do it. Like tomorrow, I have to go to my day job and I've got a shit ton of video to edit and videos to make and record and streams that I want to keep up with, and it's just like, ah. But yeah, the PC's definitely... PC in the house is definitely good. Like last night I was working till... I don't know. I said I'd have an early night and then it was 10 past 11 and I was still at the computer and it's like, shit, I've done it again. Then you end up going to bed even later because it's like, well, I have to have a little bit of time for me before bed. I have to watch a bit of telly or I have to do a bit of something. And then it's like, oh, it's 1:15 midnight. I'm still up. Any speed restrictions for Lufthansa 232?
Lufthansa 232, you are the only one on the glide slope, so no speed restriction.
Roger, thanks for that, Lufthansa 232. Ground just closed. Are you serious? You going to Tunisia in June? Nice. Laps 1. So let's get to speed 180 for 10 miles. That would be nice. Here come those big old flaps. Have they actually closed, Noms? That's hilarious. Yeah, they have. Oh, I can't even disguise myself in a Lufthansa and stop people running away from me.
Lufthansa 232, wind 230, 86 knots, runway 24 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 24 left, Lufthansa 232, thanks. Hey, we need a bit of speed brakes here. Because we're coming in hot. Go. Like the flap of shame at this stage of the flight, isn't it?
Lima rated identified 2,200 feet, climb to flight level 240.
Okay, let's get some gear down as well. That'll help slow us down. What's my V at? 147. I'm really struggling to slow down here. Oh, crap. Gear. Forgot how to actually click it. Auto brakes low.
TX2 for Lima, fly direct to Dragon, Delta Romeo, Alpha Golf, Oscar.
That could have been bad, couldn't it? No, I don't want Navigraph. Let's do it. Big, confident flare, remember? Remember what I told Ryan? Follow my own advice. Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
Oh, 300. That's a bit hard, wasn't it? Needed to be more confident on that flare. Wasn't terrible though. I'll take it. Could have been a lot worse. Couldn't it, Ryan? Sorry, that was cruel. I couldn't resist.
Next for Lima for further climb, monitor flight to the 122 decimal 8 to 5.
One, two, three. Start. Right, we'll see where they want us to go. Lufthansa 232, runway 24 left vacated.
Lufthansa 232, any stance of preference?
No preference, Lufthansa 232.
Lufthansa 232, roger, welcome to Palma, taxi to stand 56 on South and Kilo.
56 on South and Kilo, Lufthansa 232, thanks.
And Lufthansa 232, I will close now, so monitor 531 to 2 decimal 8, goodbye.
Wilco 122.8, thanks for all your ATC, Lufthansa 232. Oh, he stayed on for me, what a nice guy. Thanks, James. Is it a tight old turn? Wowzers. Am I even going to make this? Bloomin' heck. Come on. Whoa. Alright, it can do it. Okay. Landing light off, strobe off, runway turn-offs off. Let's clean up the wing. Where am I going? Kilo. Kilo's up here. It's a huge plane. I'm actually quite pleased with that landing. I know it's not spot on, but I feel like we could have maybe made it a bit smoother. But I thought that was alright. Cheers, Grumpy. Yeah, this is the Euroscene version of Palma. The freeware one, available on flightsim.do. I feel like my Tobii eye tracker needs recalibrating. It's great going to the right, but going to the left it doesn't want to know. It's been very jittery. I feel like it needs recalibrating. I was fiddling around with it last night and I must have moved it or something. Where am I going? Stand 5-6. How would I rate the A340-600 in terms of value? I really like it. I feel like it flies beautifully, which for me, like the hand flying of it, is so much more important than all the gimmicks and stuff that we get with planes. Like it flies like a phoenix, but bigger and heavier. Like there's inertia, I get that, but there isn't that weird like lag that I've always suffered with the A350, the A340 from mini builds, and we were always told, oh, it's because it's a big plane. It's like, I always thought, no, I don't believe you. And then lo and behold, this comes out and it doesn't have the lag. Who knew? Big thing to turn. Oh, I think I've done a good job with this turn, though. Look at that. That's pretty good. I've no idea where I am. Pier C. I think GSX has just done another wobbly. Yep. Go away, GSX. Can't be doing anything at the minute. Wowzers. It's a good plane. Like, the only thing I'd say, like, GSX integration could be better. Texture and sounds could be better. Other than that, the acceleration I don't like when you scroll. I don't know if that can be turned off in the EFB. Maybe it can. Settings, can we do that? Joystick actions. I would really, really, really like there to be a tiller. Right, anyway, we're here. APU is fired. Get the APU bleed on so the AC stays on for the passengers when we turn it off. Let's lose. There we go. Magic. What's the spool down sounds like? Can't really hear very much, can you? Runway seemed fine. Have I tried any good free FSX conversions? What do you mean, James? Boom. Right, moment of truth. I think New Sky might dock me a little bit because I was beyond 1.4G, wasn't I? Yeah, average touchdown, 1.41G. I knew it'd knock me a little bit. If I was like 1.39, we'd have got away with that. Totally. We'd have totally got away with that. How many viewers do I have on YouTube and Twitch? It varies. TikTok's really weird. Like, TikTok can go to like 100 if something's happening, like a landing or a takeoff, or for whatever reason the algorithm gets triggered. And then 10 minutes later, they're all gone. So, yeah. Thank you for the rose, by the way, Fabian. But YouTube, Twitch, between the two, you could maybe get 100 plus, like, consistently, like, most of the day. Twitch, I find, TikTok, I find very strange. Very, very strange. Yeah, I just needed to flare a little bit more. I think what I didn't anticipate was that the plane takes a while to flare as well, because of course it's so big. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one, but it's a good plane. I do really, really enjoy it. It's nice to come out and fly it again. That is good. Oh, right, guys, I have to make a decision now. I have to make a decision. I'm thinking that we call it there for the stream. Because I've got some video that I need to get edited, and I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to edit it if you want me to stream tonight. So if we're going to stream again tonight, which I think we should, I think I probably need to call it here. Because otherwise it's going to become 3 o'clock and I still won't have edited that video. And then I'll be into tonight and I'll be streaming again and I still won't have edited that video. And then I'll be in work tomorrow and I still won't have edited that video. You can see what I mean. So I think today I need to maybe do a bit of a lighter stream in the daytime. And then we'll be back at 7:30 tonight. What I might do tonight is continue with the Mastering Bristol Award on New Sky. So we started that one and we ended in Edinburgh, and of course we now need to fly back to Bristol, and then I think the next leg after that is Amsterdam. So we'll have a go tonight, but I really do need to crack on and get some videos done. These evening streams are great, but they are killing my video productivity, and I can't allow that to suffer, sadly. So we'll call it here. We'll say thank you very, very much indeed. It was great to get back out in this plane. We need to fly it more often, to be honest with you. Hopefully they keep updating it. Hopefully it keeps improving and getting better. That would be very, very nice. I feel like this could be a Phoenix in terms of being the whole package pretty damn soon. Just a few little tweaks. That's all it needs. Yeah, this could be like really, really up there. Really up there. And who knows, maybe someone will make a texture pack and fix that part of it for us. Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys. I'm going to leg it, and I will see you all this evening. We'll start at Edinburgh, and we'll fly back to Bristol. Don't be late, 7:30. I'll try not to be late as well. Until then, have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll see you later on tonight. Ta-ra.